Some Real Housewives spend thousands trying to freeze time. But what if I told you the most beautiful women in this franchise are the ones who never touched a surgeon's chair, or even undid the work they once had? Today, we're breaking down the 16 housewives who actually look better without surgery. From shocking reversals to stars who refuse Botox entirely, these women prove natural beauty still wins. And trust me, some of these faces will surprise you. 1. Garcelle Beauvais. Garcelle Beauvais made history joining Beverly Hills in season 10 as the franchise's first black housewife at 53 years old, but her real revolutionary act? Showing up with zero plastic surgery whatsoever. The former model and actress looks virtually identical to her days on the Jamie Foxx show in the 1990s. When season 12 promo photos showed her face looking dramatically different, fans assumed she'd finally caved to Beverly Hills pressure. The truth? Bravo's graphics team had heavily photoshopped her images without permission, sparking massive outrage from viewers who felt the network shouldn't alter someone already naturally stunning. During filming, Garcelle boldly asked which castmates had nose jobs. The question created awkward silence before Dorrit Kemsley and Kyle Richards admitted their surgeries. Garcelle just smiled, knowing her nose was 100% original. Her glowing skin constantly earns praise from co-stars like Kathy Hilton. The secret isn't procedures. Garcelle regularly posts makeup-free selfies wearing nothing but towels. Her philosophy? She wants to age gracefully like her mother, who remained beautiful with high cheekbones until passing at 81. Garcelle's only surgery? Breast implant removal, but she's never touched Botox or fillers. 2. Sutton Stracke. Sutton Stracke joined Beverly Hills in season 10 and immediately stood out by proudly admitting she'd never had Botox. In a cast where cosmetic dermatologists are on speed dial, Sutton's natural face became revolutionary. The 53-year-old Southern socialite initially said, "Injecting poison into my face makes me nervous," on the Behind the Velvet Rope podcast. After watching herself on television, she briefly reconsidered, saying, "Maybe I should get in line for the Botox," but ultimately stayed natural. Kyle Richards took Sutton to nurse Jamie for sugar-based fillers, hoping to ease her into Beverly Hills beauty routines. Sutton tried it once, but never made it habit. When an Instagram follower claimed she'd gotten work done in 2021, Sutton fired back with an emphatic "hell no!" The most controversial moment came in November 2024, when Sutton told Lisa Barlow that, "When you've had enough surgery, anybody can be pretty." Dorrit clapped back, asking why Sutton hasn't had surgery if it's so easy. The answer? She doesn't want it. With $50 million from her divorce settlement, Sutton could afford any procedure imaginable, but prefers her authentic face. She owns a successful West Hollywood boutique and was named one of America's top party hosts alongside Oprah. 3. Crystal Kung Minkoff. Crystal Kung Minkoff made history as Beverly Hills' first Asian American full-time cast member in season 11. At 41, she brought cultural representation and a refreshing beauty philosophy, preventative skincare over invasive procedures. During a July 2021 Instagram AMA, fans asked about lip fillers. Crystal's response shocked everyone. "My whole family has giant lips. I've never done anything to my face. I barely get facials. It's mostly because I'm lazy." Crystal clarified she's never had Botox either, though she's all for it if others want it. She explained, "I went to UC Irvine for medical school. I'm all about cosmetic surgery, but I haven't done it because I'm all about preventative skincare." The Real Coco co-founder struggles with melasma, brown skin patches. Her solution isn't surgery, but wearing tons of sunscreen and maintaining simple routines focused on sun protection. She rarely gets professional facials, preferring minimal maintenance. When season 12 promo photos released, Crystal shared gorgeous makeup-free selfies on Instagram displaying flawless skin. Her husband, filmmaker Rob Minkoff, who directed The Lion King, reportedly dislikes cosmetic procedures, influencing Crystal's decision. Despite $30 million net worth from entrepreneurial ventures, Crystal proves Beverly Hills' success doesn't require surgeons. 4. Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey's journey represents one of the franchise's most fascinating reversals. The former supermodel joined Atlanta in season 1 and spent years denying work, finally admitting in 2019 she'd gotten hyaluronate injections for dark under-eye circles, breast surgery, and vaginal rejuvenation. Kenya Moore even gifted her the vaginal procedure on camera. But here's where it gets interesting. Cynthia realized the fillers were changing her signature look. In August 2021, she revealed on Instagram that she'd started dissolving her facial fillers, posting side-by-side comparisons. "I had way too much filler in my face. Now that I'm taking it out, I'm starting to look like myself again," she wrote. Fans overwhelmingly supported the decision, noting she looked younger and more refreshed without the enhancements. This reversal took courage because Cynthia had to admit the procedures weren't improving her appearance. She documented the entire journey, showing bruising and swelling from the dissolving process. By 2022, she'd removed most facial fillers and embraced her natural bone structure. The former model proved that sometimes the best cosmetic decision is undoing previous work. At 57, Cynthia's natural face showcases her supermodel features better than any filler ever could. 5. Ebony K. Williams. Ebony K. Williams made history as New York's first black housewife in season 13 at 37 years old. The attorney, television host, and author brought not just cultural representation, but a completely natural face to the franchise. Throughout her season, there were zero credible reports of plastic surgery, though unsubstantiated rumors circulated online, common for any woman in the public eye. Ebony's approach to beauty focused on substance over appearance. As a lawyer who clerked for Louisiana's Secretary of State and Attorney General, then became a Fox News host before joining Real Housewives, her credentials spoke louder than cosmetic enhancements. She authored 2 books, Pretty Powerful, Appearance, Substance, and Success. In 2017, and Bet on Black, the good news about being black in America today in 2023. While season 13 proved controversial due to racial conversations that made some castmates uncomfortable, Ebony never compromised her authentic self. She refused to be anyone's black sidekick and centered blackness throughout her season. After leaving Roni, she became the youngest judge in daytime syndicated television with equal justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams at 40, proving natural beauty and substantive accomplishments create lasting success. 6. Lisa Barlow. Lisa Barlow joined Salt Lake City's original cast, insisting her face is completely natural despite widespread skepticism. The Vida Tequila owner constantly faces accusations about plastic surgery and face fillers, but she maintains everything is real. In Instagram stories, Lisa posted photos showing laugh lines and wrinkles, telling fans, "I have nothing against the unnatural. I just prefer to be natural." However, fans noticed her pictures didn't always match her current appearance, fueling speculation. Whether or not Lisa's claims are entirely truthful, she represents housewives who publicly champion natural beauty even while facing constant scrutiny. Living in Salt Lake City, where many Mormon women view plastic surgery as achieving perfection, Lisa's stance, if genuine, is particularly notable. The 48-year-old built a successful tequila business without relying on cosmetic procedures to sell products or gain credibility. She's known for her fierce personality, unwavering confidence, and business acumen rather than discussing beauty treatments. If Lisa truly is natural as claimed, she proves you can thrive in reality television without surgical enhancement. Her tagline, "I love God, but I will read you like a scripture," reflects someone who doesn't need external validation through procedures. 7. Shannon B. Ador. Shannon Beador's transformation from overfilled to natural became one of Orange County's most watched storylines. During season 16's premiere episode, viewers watched Shannon get facial fillers dissolved after years of overdoing injectables. Cast members, family, and friends had noticed her appearance dramatically changing, prompting the reversal. At the reunion, Shannon revealed she just had a facelift 5 weeks prior. The surgeon told her boyfriend, John, "I've never cut more skin out of a neck in my entire career than I have with Shannon." Fellow castmates complimented her appearance, noting she looked more like herself. The confession showed courage, admitting previous work went too far and needed correction. Shannon's journey highlighted a common problem. Celebrities who keep adding fillers until their faces become unrecognizable then must undergo expensive removal procedures. The dissolving process itself is painful and costly, sometimes requiring multiple sessions depending on filler amounts. By sharing this publicly, Shannon helped normalize the conversation about cosmetic work going wrong and the brave decision to reverse course. At 59, she proved looking natural sometimes requires undoing years of enhancements. Her refreshed appearance post-removal looked decades younger than her overfilled face. 8. Lisa Hochstein. Lisa Hochstein's plastic surgery journey represents one of reality television's most honest addiction acknowledgments. Being married to renowned plastic surgeon Lenny Hochstein gave her unlimited access to procedures, and she admittedly overindulged. In January 2022, Lisa revealed on Watch What Happens Live that she'd removed the majority of fillers from her face. "I definitely had an addiction, and watching the show, I saw it and I was horrified," she confessed. Having a plastic surgeon husband made procedures too available. "It's available to me. I can do whatever I want, so I did, and it was a huge mistake." Lisa estimated removing maybe 60% of facial fillers. Her transformation was dramatic. She looked younger, fresher, and more recognizable after removal. The next month, she underwent smile makeover with cosmetic dentist Dr. Michael Appa in New York City, addressing color, texture, shape, and shifting from previous veneers. Lisa's story is particularly significant because she admitted to addiction, something few celebrities acknowledge. By publicizing her filler removal journey, she helped destigmatize reversing cosmetic work. At 40, her refreshed, natural face proved that sometimes less truly is more, even when you're married to one of Miami's top plastic surgeons. 9. Meredith Marks. Meredith Marks takes a distinctly minimal approach to cosmetic procedures, carefully curating what she allows into her face. In December 2020, Instagram stories reported by Life and Style, Meredith clarified, "I have not had any plastic surgery on my face. I like a little bit of Botox, but it needs to be done properly." She notably added, "I'm not a fan of filler." This discriminating attitude sets Meredith apart in Salt Lake City, where many castmates enthusiastically try every treatment available. The jewelry designer maintains her youthful appearance through selective Botox rather than comprehensive surgical interventions or excessive fillers. Her approach demonstrates that strategic, minimal enhancements can be effective without transforming your entire face. At 52, Meredith's philosophy of less is more resonates with viewers tired of watching housewives morph into unrecognizable versions of themselves. She's built a successful jewelry business and maintained her marriage without relying on dramatic cosmetic transformations. Her willingness to publicly state she dislikes fillers, while many castmates fill everything, shows confidence in her natural features. Meredith proves you can compete in the high-stakes world of reality television without subscribing to every beauty trend or surgical procedure that comes along. 10. Caroline Manzo. Caroline Manzo is notoriously anti-filler for herself, despite being surrounded by New Jersey housewives who embrace every injectable treatment available. While she's been honest about having both a tummy tuck and facelift, Caroline draws a firm line at facial fillers. Her stance is particularly notable because she's watched multiple castmates, including her own sister-in-law, transform their faces with injections. The matriarch of the Manzo family believes in surgical solutions for major concerns, but refuses temporary fillers that require constant maintenance and can migrate or create unnatural appearances. Her philosophy represents an older generation's approach. If you're going to do something, make it permanent and done correctly by board-certified surgeons, rather than chasing trends with injections every few months. At 62, Caroline's face shows natural aging around her eyes and mouth, something increasingly rare in reality television. She's spoken candidly about preferring authenticity over perfection, even criticizing younger housewives for overfilling their faces. Her successful catering businesses and strong family relationships prove substance matters more than wrinkle-free appearances. Caroline's refusal to follow filler trends despite peer pressure demonstrates strength and self-acceptance that younger viewers find inspiring. 11. Denise Richards. Denise Richards surprised Beverly Hills castmates by revealing she only had breast surgery and actively dislikes Botox. The former Bond girl and actress tried Botox cosmetic once in 2020, but hated how it made her face feel, never repeating the experience. This confession shocked co-stars who assumed everyone in Hollywood maintains their appearance with regular injections. Denise's breast surgeries stemmed from breastfeeding complications with her third child. She's been transparent about those procedures causing issues, but explicitly stated she keeps her face completely natural. In an industry where actresses often feel pressured to maintain ageless appearances, Denise's refusal to continue Botox shows remarkable courage. She could easily afford regular treatments, but chooses authenticity over perfection. At 53, Denise's face shows natural laugh lines and expressions that many actresses Botox away. Her decision cost her roles in Hollywood, where ageless beauty is often required, but she prioritized feeling like herself over booking jobs. Joining Real Housewives gave her a platform where authenticity was celebrated rather than penalized. Her openness about trying Botox once and hating it helps women understand they're not alone in disliking how procedures feel. 12. Whitney Rose. Whitney Rose is Salt Lake City's youngest cast member who maintains her appearance through innovative non-surgical treatments rather than going under the knife. She recently tried a worm facial, using actual worms for anti-aging benefits, demonstrating her commitment to natural alternatives. The 37-year-old created her own skincare company, Iris Plus Bow, despite having no chemistry or biology background, focusing on natural ingredients for radiant complexions. During Season 1's reunion, Whitney admitted to Botox and lip fillers, but emphasized these are natural while pointing to her breasts. No implants. Her approach represents younger housewives who experiment with minimally invasive treatments rather than major surgeries. Whitney's willingness to try unconventional facials like worm treatments shows she's searching for natural alternatives to achieve youthful skin. Her skincare company philosophy centers on natural ingredients and preventative care rather than correcting damage with surgery. At 37, Whitney faces less pressure than older castmates, but consciously chooses natural enhancement methods. She's building a beauty business based on authenticity rather than surgical transformations, proving younger entrepreneurs can succeed by promoting accessible, natural solutions. Her fresh-faced appearance comes from innovative skincare rather than doctors' offices, inspiring fans to explore natural, anti-aging alternatives. 13. Carole Radziwill. Carole Radziwill joined New York in Season 5 as a Peabody Award-winning journalist and best-selling author who brought intellectual gravitas and natural beauty. The late Princess Diana's sister-in-law, through her marriage to Anthony Radziwill, maintained her appearance through healthy living rather than surgical interventions. Throughout her 6 seasons, Carole's face remained remarkably consistent without dramatic transformations common among castmates. Her beauty secrets, which she shared publicly, focused on consistent skincare routines, staying hydrated, exercising regularly, and avoiding excessive sun exposure. As a serious journalist who covered Gulf War conflicts and wrote critically acclaimed memoirs, Carole prioritized substance over superficial beauty. Her natural aging process was refreshing in a franchise where many women chase eternal youth through procedures. At 60, Carole's face shows character and natural elegance rather than frozen, overfilled features. She left Real Housewives after Season 10 to focus on writing and activism, never feeling pressure to conform to castmates' cosmetic standards. Her marathon running and healthy lifestyle kept her fit without surgical shortcuts. Carole proved intelligent, accomplished women can thrive in reality television without cosmetic enhancements, inspiring viewers who value authenticity over artificial perfection. 14. Jules Weinstein. Jules Weinstein's single season on New York in Season 8 showcased a young mother dealing with an eating disorder who maintained natural beauty despite immense personal struggles. Throughout her time on the show, there were no reports or evidence of plastic surgery. Jules was refreshingly authentic about her body image issues, discussing her battle with eating disorders openly rather than pretending everything was perfect through cosmetic fixes. Her approach to beauty focused on recovery and health rather than surgical enhancements. Jules dealt with significant challenges including her parents' divorce, her own divorce from Michael Weinstein, and custody battles over their children. Despite these pressures, she never turned to plastic surgery as a solution or confidence boost like many housewives do when facing life crises. At 42 now, Jules has stayed out of the spotlight but remains advocate for eating disorder awareness. Her time on Real Housewives proved you don't need procedures to be television ready, just authenticity and willingness to share your real struggles. Jules represented everyday mothers facing real issues who don't have access to or interest in constant cosmetic interventions. 15. Angie Katsanevas. Angie Katsanevas joined Salt Lake City's cast with remarkably fresh, natural-looking features that sparked immediate discussion. The Greek beauty and luxury furniture store owner appears to have minimal cosmetic work despite being surrounded by castmates who openly discuss their procedures. While specific details about her beauty routine haven't been extensively publicized, Angie's appearance suggests a conservative approach to enhancements. In a city where plastic surgery culture thrives, particularly within certain religious communities, Angie's natural elegance stands out. Her Mediterranean heritage gives her naturally striking features, including defined bone structure, full lips, and expressive eyes that don't appear altered. The 48-year-old hasn't made headlines for dramatic transformations or recovery from procedures like many castmates. Angie's focus on her luxury furniture business and family life suggests priorities beyond physical perfection. She brings authenticity to discussions about beauty standards in Salt Lake City, where women face enormous pressure to look flawless. Whether she's had minimal work or truly is natural, Angie represents housewives who don't make cosmetic procedures their identity. Her confidence comes from successful business ventures and strong family relationships rather than surgeons' offices. 16. Porsche Williams. Porsche. Williams takes the final spot not because she's avoided surgery, she hasn't, but because she's been refreshingly honest about what she's had done and what's natural. Porsche admitted to breast implants she named Coco and Chanel and a non-surgical nose job using hyaluronic acid fillers along the bridge. However, she's been clear about what she hasn't touched. Helping fans understand the difference between surgical and non-surgical enhancements, her transparency about procedures demystifies plastic surgery and helps women make informed decisions. Rather than claiming everything is natural or refusing to discuss work, Porsche posts videos of procedures and explains exactly what she's doing. This honesty is revolutionary in an industry where many lie about obvious surgical transformations. At 42, Porsche's willingness to show both natural features and enhanced areas helps fans understand realistic beauty expectations. She's documented her body changes through pregnancy and beyond, showing natural fluctuations alongside surgical enhancements. While she doesn't belong on a completely natural list, Porsche's radical honesty about cosmetic work versus natural features makes her an important voice in conversations about authentic beauty standards. Her transparency helps millions of women understand what's achievable naturally versus what requires intervention.